proceed to the highlighted route.
And welcome back to DFW Golf Weekly. We've taken it across the Metroplex to one of my favorite courses in Dallas, Stevens Park Golf Course. We're here with Director of Golf, Jim Henderson. Jim, you've been out here for 31 years. Tell us a little bit about Stevens.
Stevens Park was built back in 1924. Our original designer was Jack Burke Sr. We did a major renovation in 2011 by John Colligan and Associates. We're nestled in the historic Kessler Park neighborhood. We're just one exit southwest of downtown. We're no doubt the closest golf course to downtown Dallas. We've got great views of downtown. We've got 7 elevated tee boxes, which frames the picture and the view of downtown perfectly. And we're probably most famous for our views of the golf course.
Jim, tell us about some of the other unique features out here at Stevens.
It's a par 70 golf course, and one of our unique features is we've got 4 par 5s on the par 70, which is unusual. That allows us to have 6 par 3s. We've got brand new champion Bermuda greens. We've got premier TIFF fairways and Tipton tin rough. One interesting thing about the golf course is our fairways are a vibrant green, and when the rough grows up a little bit, we get a bluish tint to the rough, which provides a nice contrast between the fairways and the rough.
Jim, I love the greens out here at Stevens Park. They're greens that you really can't find anywhere else in this area.
So one of the unique features that our architect John Colligan introduced to the golf course was he had aerial photographs of the golf course back in the 20s. And back in the 20s when the golf course was first built, we had geometric greens. Some were square, some were circles. And so when John redid the golf course, he wanted to add that back to the golf course and add that into our design features. So we have 7 geometric greens. It makes it very interesting to play.
Now Jim, I've noticed all the trees that we see out here. Was that part of the 2011 renovation?
Yes, part of the renovation was to replace trees that we had lost throughout the years. We added over 800 trees to the golf course. We have red oaks, live oaks, we have lace-barked elms, we have eastern red cedars, we have Arizona cypress, we have tons and tons of trees, over 800 of them.
And you planted some of these yourself, right?
Well, what we did was I was given the task of marking where the trees would go, and then each day during the renovation, our golf course architect would come by and approve where we had placed the trees. And the idea was to place the trees in a natural setting, so where nothing's in a straight line or anything. So everything, as you look across the golf course, it looks like that's the way that nature planted the trees.
What are some of the other interesting aspects out here at Stevens Park?
Well, in our redesign, we had a lot of interesting aspects of it. For example, we water our golf course with recycled water. We don't have a lake out here. Most golf courses use a lake or a pond to pull the water from. We actually have a water tower, a water tank, a 250,000 gallon water tank that we pump out of every day. I think it's the only one in Texas that's got that. We have a caddy shack, an original 1942 WPA project where caddies used to stay and grab a bag over by number 1 tee box. We have turned that into our teaching center. It's an indoor teaching center now.
With that teaching center, you guys give lessons and all that inside of that space?
Yes, because we're in such a small footprint, we don't have a driving range, but we do everything from inside. It's an indoor, we have 5 cameras, 3 computers that set up, and we can videotape your swing from all different angles, and it's really a first-class operation.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for telling us about Stevens Park. When we come back to DFW Golf Weekly, Jim's going to take us out on the course and show us around to some of their beautiful views.